What up gamers, I'm Jason and today on Dice & Dragons I'm going to be unboxing ISS Vanguard published by Awaken Realms. This is an immersive cooperative game for 1 to 4 players that takes about 2 to 4 hours to play depending on the scenarios. There are a total of 20 scenarios and it is for players ages 14 and above. At least that's what the manufacturer recommends. Well, designer, publisher, you know what I mean. And the game is designed by 4 lovely designers, and I'm going to try to pronounce their names correctly. If I get it wrong, please let me know down below in the comments. We've got Marcin Świerkot, Krzysztof Piskorski, Andrzej Betkiewicz, and I think that's the one I mangled the most, and Paweł Samborski. Now, in ISS Vanguard, to tell you a little bit about the game, you're going to be going on these immersive adventures. You're going to be encountering different types of aliens. You'll also be encountering different types of ships as well, as you're going to be taking control of 4 different sections. You've got science, security, recon, and engineering. As your ship is going to be traveling across the known universe, you're going to be upgrading your ship in the ship phase and then descending down to planets to explore them and have a whole lot of cool narrative experiences that are going to happen. Now, we did get the all-in pledge, so this is wave 1 of the all-in pledge. I don't quite have all the boxes depicted and all the content. Really just tried to get the stuff that looked nice, and I've even got the section pets over here instead of over here because they're half cut off. So we've got a massive ton of content for this game. We're going to be taking a quick look at the stuff because we do not want to have any spoilers. Now, with that being said, I think I've talked enough about the game, and we're going to take a look at what's in all these boxes. Now we're going to take a look at what's in the core box for ISS Vanguard. Now, one thing I'll say, this box is an odd size. I'm still haven't figured out where I'm going to put it on the game shelf. But because of that, you'll notice that it doesn't quite fit all on camera perfectly. Apologies for that, but doing my best here. Now, we've got these token sheets in plastic, and for the moment, I'm going to leave them in there. As you can see, like, tokens are fairly easy to push out. And we've got 2 different token sheets. They represent the close encounters, maybe some different like card draws and different things like mission start penalties, things like that. I have not gone through the rule book. Of course, I've taken a quick peek in the box, but that's about it. Here we've got the Planetopedia, which has the different missions, and really going to kind of guide you through the different planets, what's going on. I'm not going to showcase any more than that. As I'm going through the box, I'll be moving stuff off camera, just so that we'll keep things going. We've got the rule book, which is just absolutely beautifully put together. Love just this little bit of history and lore, the explanation of all the different components, the art, how to use your binder for your cards. It's very cool. I'm curious how many pages is the rulebook. Still about a 40-page plus rulebook, which is fairly heavy, but for the type of game it is, it's not that bad. Now here we've got the binder. So it's the ship book. You've got just some protection for the binder. Well, I'm going to leave that there for right now. We've got the pages for the binder they'd be putting in here. You've got like Waygates, Void Ranger. That definitely has a little bit of a Mass Effect feel there. Pelican. So some different ships and utilities. ISS Vanguard. We get a nice little prologue comic, which I think is very cool. We have the operations book. For logs. I do like the fact that it feels like it's just like a kind of thing that someone would hand out. Not like a special rule book. We have some system maps just to really immerse you in the world. This game is starting to remind me maybe even a little more of Mass Effect than, as I like to call it, Star Trek the game. Here we've got a secret envelope, so we will not open that. And then we've got some other components for the game right here. So I'm presuming a saved game, just some overall instructions. We'll take this out because off camera I will definitely be getting stuff like just prepped. So just the bridge, star maps, just explanations of all the different aspects of the game. Looks very cool, and definitely nothing like anything that I have in my collection. Nothing that I've ever seen before. So this is definitely getting me more and more excited to hopefully get this to the table soon. Now getting this all to close is a little tricky. So I might actually not put that away in the reboxing of everything. So just keep that in mind. Here we've got the 4 different sections: security, science, recon, and engineering. So you got space for the character cards, section deck, and a few different things right there. So I'll put that off camera. Here we have the miniatures. So I'm not sure if it's just like a generic one for each or if these are for specific characters. I love the detail on the miniatures. They're very detailed in great Awaken Realms fashion. Like, I love the flying suit there. And we've got blasters. That looks to be like security with the blue. So that almost makes you think of Darth Revan. Here we've got recon. I'm not drawing a blank on the orange. It's going to take me a while to remember. Oh, sorry, engineering. And science is the purple. So we've got all the miniatures, and then we have the ship itself. Once again, really appreciating the color. Well, not once again, this is for the first time here. Appreciating all the color on this stuff. We've got the color to the Vanguard itself, then a little stand for it. So this whole section comes out, and as I said, with this awkward shaped box, it's really not the most fun game to unbox. And we've got a section box here with your different section cards. So I did get these really nice section boxes. I don't know if they'll fit in the spot for each of the sections. Now, these ones aren't out yet, so I'm guessing they're someplace in here. Now, normally I'd be opening everything up, going through the cards, but this is going to be a long unboxing, so we're just going to really take a look at the different card packs we got here. So these look to be like different upgrades to the ship. Also some objective cards that I see there as well. Negative status effects, campaign objectives. We've got point of interest cards, and they're all labeled, as you can see, so you can be progressing through the story. So you really don't want to go through too much of this stuff, as it contains spoilers, and I don't know what is what. So some of these are like upgrades for different characters that you can see here. These are some of the different characters that will be assisting you. Well, not characters, members of the crew. And here we've got, this is the back of a tutorial deck A. So side up, so there's a nice tutorial that's going to guide you through the game. Put that back. We got a bag for certain things in ISS Vanguard. We've got just some token, let's just take this stuff out. So standees. Here we've got plastic rings, small standees. We've got the cubes. And here we've got the dice that you're going to be rolling with, all custom symbols. I could take a look at the dice, but that's going to make this a lot longer. You get a nice feel as to what all the different dice are and what you're going to be getting. Just taking a look at what we've got here. I see it's even tricky just to get it all to go back properly. And then lastly, we'll take a look at this section here. We do get some sleeves, which are labeled. I'm not quite sure exactly what those are for. We have current system tutorial cards. We have something that reminds me of a component from Nemesis here. Oh, planetary scanner. So this will let you scan. I'm not sure exactly how it works. We've got a little pad of paper to take notes on points of interest. You have a deck for ranking up and events. These look to be like all the mission specific cards, not just points of interest. Condition cards. Different projects and upgrades that we can get. And then here we've got items and equipment that you're going to be acquiring your journey across the stars. These look to be like the different encounters and stats for the Space Ranger and different spaceships and things that we might be encountering. So those look to be more like enemy cards. The armory. These are all dividers actually, which I think is pretty cool. So far I like everything. I will take a closer look at the rule book though as we're putting everything away, mostly away. I want to make sure that I don't happen to be missing something. When I say missing something, I'm specifically talking about the those section cards over there. As you can see. So that seems to be how this was sitting in here for the moment until I get a chance to load everything back up. So we'll just do our best to slide stuff in. Yeah, I'll tell you this, after unboxing, it's definitely an awkward rebox. So we'll just see what we've got in terms of the list of game components. It's just a map. Let's see, section cards. There should be 120 section cards, so maybe they are just all in those packages there. But yeah, this is definitely a little awkward for the moment. So we'll pile stuff back up. I'll slide the top on, but I'm definitely going to need to just start organizing and sorting some stuff as soon as possible. Not quite sure when this is going to hit the table, but as I mentioned, hopefully sooner rather than later. So there you have it, taking a look at what's in the core box. So now we've got the Close Encounters miniature box that we're going to take a look at. We've got some more content that came in Wave 1 of ISS Vanguard. So keep it right here. I'll be back in a flash. So now I'm going to take a look at the Close Encounters box for ISS Vanguard. Now, these are all just cosmetic miniatures that you get for the game to represent the Close Encounters. And I have to say they do look pretty cool. There are 2 levels of them, so we're going to try to go through this fairly quickly. And here we got some big bad enemies. I love the fact that we've got blue representing shields on them. I don't know if these, I was wondering if they would come off or not. I love the look of all of these miniatures. Now, this is definitely, for table presence. You do have these in as standees, as you saw during my unboxing of the core box. I've got these little guys right here that definitely make me think of Alien. They almost look like they could be different pieces to be attached. Not quite sure. As of yet, you got this guy here as well. I mean, they look very organic, but also inorganic. We've got all the different ships that we saw. So I believe this is one of the Rangers. We've got tons of just ships or maybe some type of launch platform. I do like all the blue finish stuff. Definitely represents, technology. This looks to be like some type of beacon. Here it looks to be clearly another ship. I'm wondering though if these smaller ones are fighters, but they just have a maybe slightly larger representation just for when we'll be using fighters. It'll be more of a zoomed in view as in close combat than these larger ones that represent ships, but they're just, kind of zoomed out further away. Yeah, not quite sure what all this stuff is or how it's going to be used. Some of it looks like it can be added into that equipment right there. So this looks to be like different beacon components, as you can see here. So you'll be putting them together. This is definitely a shield. I wonder if this is a piece of equipment that we're able to deploy and modify, which would be fairly cool. definitely for communications. Cannons. Don't want to mess with this thing. Yeah, I want it like that. We've got, looks to be like a dome or habitat. Then we got a D4 and a stand for the ships, which makes me think that's often just going to be like a one-on-one, a 1v1 for the ships. Something's going on here, so let's see what we can lift out. Okay, so it looks like it's just this tree that comes out. Move off to the side. This is a different type of packaging for Awaken Realms here because it's, you know, it's pressed, sealed down, and I've not seen them do this before. It could just be that this was only for shipping purposes. So some cool technology. Maybe we can ride it and even put our minis in there, which would be neat. Some different encounters. So that looks to be like an environmental thing, like a tornado. And we'll see. It's not the easiest to get out, so I'll leave that one for right now. Some type of plant creature. Got another one over there. Aliens that we're going to encounter. Don't know if they're cool or evil. Now I realize I just got the box crooked when I was doing that. Apologies. So, lots of very nice miniatures, and I'm loving the detail that they've gone through this. Like, I don't know, this version kind of, I don't think I got sun drop, but sometimes I'm looking at it, I'm like, did they sun drop this? But I should ask one of the content creators that I might be gaming with, Ryan from Mr. Rouse Gaming, to see some pictures of his, because I believe he went sun drop. So, just lots of great detail on the minis. And we've almost taken a look at all of them. But I'm trying to do this fairly quickly, as I don't want to spend too much time just picking miniatures out of a box. But I really want to also show everyone just, you know, what you're getting in this all-in pledge. And so far, I'm not regretting it. I'm hoping that the gameplay lives up to what I would like, what I'm hoping it's going to be. But that's going to be something to find out in the near future. I may rebox all this stuff at some point, because just lifting the stuff in and out is not fun. And the minis do have a nice feel to them. Like, it doesn't feel like they're necessarily going to break, but there you go. It's one of the things that you just got to be careful with, especially when you're dealing with Awaken Realms minis, because you don't want to damage them. And like, look, I'm trying to put this thing back in, and yeah, you definitely can if you want. Seems to have a few points where it snaps back in. So we've got the tray. Here is your guide, and it's all so it does show you both. It is double-sided to show you where everything goes. And there you have it. We've taken a look at the Close Encounters box for ISS Vanguard. Now keep it right here, as we'll be taking a look at some of the smaller stuff that came in the all-in expansion next. I'll be back in a flash. Now we're going to take a look at some of the smaller items that came with ISS Vanguard. Now the posters did come in a box, but I already took them out, but you can see this was the poster box. So we did get a few posters. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to really showcase all of them, just the way that they rolled up. So you do get one that's based on the core game here. And then we do have some other like character-specific ones for ISS Vanguard. And they're not really all that easy to show. So you do get some cool stuff, some nice flavor. Definitely some stuff that could be great game room decoration. Now, I'm just going to move this stuff off camera just to get it out of the way. Here we've got the ISS Vanguard upgraded dice. I do like the fact that they came with their own bag, and you can just see all the different dice that you get in the game. Now, I've taken a look at the dice in detail before, but as this is a long unboxing, I figured just showing off like what they look like in the bag will be good enough. When I do take a look at the components, I'll definitely be showcasing like the regular dice and the upgraded dice, but I don't really want to spend a ton of time on fancy dice. At this point, I like what we get. I like the packaging that they come in, and it's something that I can definitely appreciate. You will be noticing that a little different than other videos, just because we got quite a few items here. After I showcase something, I'm getting it off the table just so that it's out of the way. So we've got the ISS Vanguard personnel files expansion. So this is some story specific stuff that you can see here. So for different files, for different characters, and you get 2 packs of story specific cards that you can then add into your game. Now, I'm not going to be opening up all the card packs. Main reason why, this is a story-driven game with some legacy elements, I believe. Well, not necessarily legacy elements, but your decisions matter in this game. So I really don't want to have too many spoilers, and I just wanted to make sure that we showcase the right content. So we'll move that out of the way. So here are the section pets, which we'll definitely take a look at. And you'll go back in the box for now, but I'm definitely not going to be keeping them in this box. These are just for the different sections. There's some minis. They're purely cosmetic. I really like the way they look. I like the fact that all the minis are colored because of the different sections. So, I mean, even if you sun drop them, I think they look great. I didn't do sun drop, but even without that, I really like the look of all of these. And like I said, just that little bit of color, I think makes this a lot easier, at least for me to not paint. And people may be wondering why I don't paint miniatures. If you are a fan of the channel, you see the games that come in, I would be spending my entire life or close to it painting miniatures. So that's one of the reasons I don't do that. Next, we've got the ISS Vanguard Dice Tower. Now this we'll take a look at, and I'm not going to be assembling it on camera, but check out the social media feeds because we'll have some pictures. So this is a wooden dice tower that you punch it out, put together. There's a nice finish on it. I thought this thing was just pretty cool. Well, kind of like some of the other Awaken Realms stuff that I've gotten. I ended up getting everything just because, well, at least when it came to this one, it made more sense to get all of it than to get stuff individually. So these are the section boxes. These are to help you organize and sort your cards, and they're very, very nice. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to store them. They have a base, and there is a way to open them up to place the cards in them. But yeah, so they're magnetic at the top there. So you can take the top off and use them for some different things. Now, exactly how these section boxes work, I'm not quite sure. The one thing that you can notice is that they are all the same. So I will take out another one, but we're not going to look at all 4. Once again, primarily just the different colors. The tops here will have the different section symbols. See, that's actually how you take off the other part, is they come apart like this. So I do like them. There's some nice cosmetic additions to the game, and eagerly waiting getting this to the table. But for those that follow Julie and myself, we've been busy, and we've gotten quite a few review copies, and we're still trying to finish up Descent Legends of the Dark campaign. So I don't exactly know when we're going to get this to the table. Talking to some content creators, and it may be me and them playing the game, so that'll be something a little bit different. And on that note, we've now taken a look at all of these smaller box expansions for ISS Vanguard. Now keep it right here as I'm going to showcase the playmats and the sleeves, which is the last part of the game that we need to check out before I come at you with my outro. Keep it right here. I'll be back in a flash. Now I'm going to take a look at the playmats and the card sleeves for ISS Vanguard. Now if you're just joining us, like I've been mentioning in every section, I do know that the full playmat and boxes aren't on camera. We're at the max height here with our tripod, so the boxes are just a little bit of an odd shape, which I'm not really a fan of. So you can see the playmats, very nice, stitch edging, a nice feel for them, for the different sections, different characters you'll be playing. And other than that, they have all pretty much an identical layout. So as I reveal them, we're just gonna chuck them off camera there. As you can see, there isn't really too many differences between the playmats, besides them being for the specific sections. And here we've got the Awaken card protection. And the reason why I'm showing this off, because you might be wondering why I'm showing off sleeves, is there was something that I've never noticed before, which is these trays. Now, I'm not sure, as I haven't tried to sort everything yet, but you'll notice that all the cards fit in these trays. Now, I don't know if these are to be used in the box for the card sleeves. For sleeve cards in the actual ISS Vanguard box, but it's something that I thought was pretty cool. So there you have it. We've gone through all of the content for ISS Vanguard Wave 1. Now keep it right here as I'll be coming back at you with a quick outro. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you like what you saw, don't forget to click that like button, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when our next video is released. Also, down below in the video description, you'll find links to all of our social media feeds, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you'd like to see some pictures of Julie and I playing ISS Vanguard, there'll be plenty when we get it to the table, which will hopefully be soon. We do have a lot of stuff going on, but going to try and get it played before the end of the year. Also down there is a link to multizone.ca, a great Canadian game store. They do back a lot of Kickstarters, so if you're looking to see if they're going to be retail backing a Kickstarter, trying to save on shipping, make sure that you check them out. Click the link. You'll get 10% off your next purchase, and it's a great way to support the channel, as a portion of that purchase will be returned to us. And then popping up in front of me are going to be links to some of our previously released videos. Over here will be our most recent release, and over here, I think thematically the one that makes the most sense will take you back to our review and how to play of Nemesis. With that being said, don't forget, keep playing games.